Okay, so here's what Kathy asked. I get an eyelid infection whenever my eyes are examined. How do I prevent this? Since it's happening to her every time that she goes into the eye doctor's office, then for sure it's a viral thing, right? Something in the equipment that's not being cleaned up
Right,
properly,
not clean.
and that she's having a sensitivity. So for sure, the Ayurveda would say, let's address the hygiene bit first, right? Like, and then from there, what are we looking at? All infection, inflammation is heat-based, okay? Heat, fire, has a tendency to expand. So we're dealing with wanting to cool off the eyes. Now check this out. The eyes of the 5 organs of perception also are the senses that are most closely connected to the fire element. Each of our senses are connected to one of the 5 elements. So it's like double whammy right there, right? So she's got the infection going on, which is heat. Then she's got the eye, that it's in the eye, so more heat. So then what cooling things can we do to address this? Ideally, right into the eye, right into the infection. So rose water would be a really gentle remedy for this. So as she comes out
What is rose water? Because I'm going to buy it today, but I don't know what it is. Oh, and you apply it?
I'm going to tell you in a moment.
Okay.
Something like this is great. You can do
Okay.
oil that's rose and water it down. You can make your own rose water if you have roses coming this summer.
Now the doctor wants me to keep putting hot
compresses
on there.
Hot compress is absolutely wonderful because it will bring, okay, so that's an interesting point, right? So you're like, well, I have too much heat going on here. I'm going to put something hot in there. Well, the heat is soothing to the inflammation. So in the area, yeah. Okay. Ideally, okay, so then let's go back to Kathy's just having her next appointment for the eye doctor, right? So as soon as she comes out of the office, she doesn't need to be going all the way home. She can just go into her next place and she can just bring her rose water with her and a little cotton ball, and that will do the job. She'll go into the restroom, she'll clean her hands well, soak that cotton ball into the rose water and apply it over the eyes. Okay, and then it's like whatever little thing that you may have picked up there will get cleared out. And then I would do it again right before bed once you're home, just to make sure. And that should be sufficient. Okay. Now let's say that you do have an eye infection that has just been pestering you, and you did the rose as preventive. You did the rose as preventive, but it didn't work. So then you have this herb that is widely known, like 4 million people use this herb. It's incredible, but few of us here in the West know about it. It's called Triphala. It has 3 fruits, and this herb is wonderful for a number of things.
I have it.
You have it. That's wonderful. So the thing, so you can put a little bit of the Triphala powder in water, soak it overnight. If you have constipation issues, guys, any of you would drink that water, okay? But on Kathy's point, we're just gonna soak that Triphala water in the cotton ball and then use that for your eyes.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. You could also, like, if you have a cheesecloth, and you can really strain out all the powder, you know, then you could do, and if you have like a little eye cup, then you could do an eye wash where you actually put the eye cup there and you blink a few times and take it out. But you want to make sure that there's no residue of the herb itself there, that is just water, very, very cleansed. Otherwise, the little grain will get into the eye and that will irritate you further. Okay, so rose water, more gentle approach for maintenance, and then you have your Tripola, which is a little, it's stronger in the antimicrobial and antiviral spectrum. But the rose is antimicrobial and antiviral too. It's just, you know,
And should I be drinking the Triphala as well?
only if you're constipated,
Mm-hmm.
because otherwise you could get, you know, runny stools. Like I recommend Tripola for folks who are Vata phase of time, ungrounded, but we want to make sure that there's not so much pitta in them that then they would get loose stools, and you don't want that. That's too draining in the body. Okay.
Okay.
But for any digestive issues, Tripola is wonderful.
Because the antibiotics drops, I get them every time, but it takes months and months and months for it to go away. So maybe this will speed it up a little.
Yeah, plus antibiotic is antibiotic, right? So if you want a more gentle approach, it's a good way to do exactly as you said. Incorporate the two together and then see if the intensity will lessen.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.